Coming up towards the end of January, which is crazy. I feel like each year I get older, the years go by faster, but even more reason why we need to take the time and space to work on our goals, reflect on what we've accomplished for that month. I think that is a huge missing piece, is as driven women, we know that we can manage more plates than the average human. And so we start taking more and more on, and this helps us stay focused. Because for me, I know if I don't have this focus, then I'll start like, oh, that's another great Airbnb location, or check out that commercial building, or, oh, I could release this module. So I love listening to Lori Harder's podcast, and recently she was talking about picking 3 kind of qualities that you want to carry and focus on throughout this year. And the 3 that I chose were focus, again, for the reason that I just mentioned. I'm a serial idealist, and I need to just focus on the projects that I have in front of me for the year. My second one was confidence. I've taken some big leap of faith within the last year with businesses, and sometimes that can make you feel less confident because you're not in a space that you're used to. My third is creativity. In this new platform, figuring out all of this new tech is fun. I love the creative side of it, but I need to make sure that I'm taking the time. Like, sometimes it's a Saturday morning I wake up and I'm feeling super creative, but embracing that time for my creative juices to flow. So as I reflect on my January month thus far, and how the Glow Up Guide is laid out is the big events this month. So my husband had a birthday, and I really wanted to focus and be prepared for that. Laying out your ideal day. So for me, and just using examples, again, each season's going to change. It's harder for me during the winter when the days are shorter to be as motivated to get up in the morning and go to the gym. So sometimes pushing that back a little later. But my ideal day for the winter edition was to go to the gym, come home and do a cold plunge in my pool because it's freezing. I don't really need one of those cold plunge tubs when I have that. Shower, dress for success, feel good about myself. Don't get me wrong, I love running around in my sweatpants. Go into a 4-hour work mode, where I'm just turning on for 4 hours and going into attack mode. Then after my 4-hour work mode, kind of move into the home tasks, because I can, as a mom and wife, I can be like, oh, I can do a load of laundry real quick. I should unload the dishwasher. No, that comes after my 4-hour work mode. I had 6 big goals for the year, so I wrote those down, and I use pencil for a reason, because sometimes I make changes. Now, not to my goals, these are my big goals, but my first goal was purge and organize. When my space is not organized, my mental space, therefore, is not organized. And so, because I launched a new Airbnb last year that was fully furnished, my mom had passed away, my husband's dad had passed away. We just have stuff flowing in and out of our house, and it's just become so cluttered. My second goal was obviously Boujee Boss Lady, and getting 5 programs launched this year, and I've completed 1 program ready to launch as of January. My third goal was my new short-term rental that I launched last year. My fourth is my health, making sure each month I'm focusing on some kind of health, like this month was allergies that I haven't made time for in the past. I want to make that more intentional, which again makes me have more energy when I'm healthy. It just makes me feel good about myself too. Again, that word confidence. My fifth goal is budget. So, Boujee boss ladies, we make good money and it's hard for us to budget. And I'm not saying budget like the Dave Ramsey envelope method or anything. My budget is, I want to have one of my rental properties paid off by the end of this year. That's a goal of mine. We, as a family, are doing experience year this year. So we're not eating Uber Eats all the time. So budgeting, saving money in areas like that to have more experiences, memories as a family together, volunteering together, going to concerts together. My kids, myself, my husband, we have so many things. So this year, while we're decluttering, we want to have more experiences, memories, and time together. And my sixth is my financial planning company, TimeWise, just some goals that focus around that. And then the top tasks for the month that match those goals. So I had laid out for Purge and Organize to clean out my email. I have 5 different emails, and check, I did that, and it felt good. Now every time I open up my email, I'm like, oh, this is so much more organized. Launch my product schedule for Boujee Boss Lady, working through that. Short-term rental, I have it on Airbnb. I want to have it on VRBO. I haven't gotten that done yet. I'm going to work on that this week. For health, I went and got allergy shots injected. I'm in my mid-40s. I'm now, I think, allergic to the world. Just all of that random stuff. So instead of taking an allergy pill every day for the rest of my life, how can I just get rid of the allergies and not have to take the medicines? For the budget, I sat down with my husband and kids over a dinner out, and we had fun just brainstorming ideas, experience idea list, who they want to go see for concerts, what kind of trips we want to take, what kind of volunteering we want to do. Time-wise, just constantly evolving and actually trying to be in front of what's changing in the world of financial planning. So coming up and brainstorming ideas for that. The weekly cycle section, tracking your cycle, your energy is huge. I read a book by Kate Northrup, and she really talks about the moon cycle, your menstrual cycle, how that can impact you. I am on some bioidentical hormones, so it's messing with me knowing exactly when my cycle is going to happen. But it was interesting for me to go back and each week and just say, okay, like week 1 of January, I was high energy. My mood was happy. Everything was great. Week 2, I kind of went down to medium energy. I noticed that I was a little bit more irritable. I started to have very high expectations of my husband and my kids, like, why am I doing it all? And just recognizing that phase each month is gonna come, and being honest with my family, like, hey, I'm in this week right now, you should hide. Not really, but just giving myself more grace and allowing them to ask them for grace for me as well. And then the third week, which we're in right now, I'm feeling just more grounded, more focused, more creative. And so keeping track of that each month, so I start to understand my new cycle. And then specific self-care at the bottom. So I committed to I started working out heavy with weights again, so doing a deep tissue massage once a month. That's not like, oh, relaxing. I mean, she kicks my ass. But it's much needed for my muscle soreness as I'm getting back into the gym. Gym classes was on my list. Clean eating, getting my vitamin regimen kind of back on course. And then I use the back of my sheet too to make notes for next year. I think it's important that we take time and reflect on what we did, what we accomplished, not just because we can get in our head on, gosh, I didn't do anything. I feel worthless. I didn't get anything done. And we need to go and reward ourselves and remember and pat ourselves on the back. These are the things that I did get done. So I like to go and use the back of my sheet for that. I'd love to hear how the Glow Up Guide is going for you. If you were willing to share any of your wins, any of your challenges, we'll do this together.